guys, from Radiolink got the T12D right here. This is an airplane radio, air radio, 12 channels. It's got all the features, all the mixes, all the everything you can possibly think of. I'm not gonna fly a plane with it. I'm gonna drive this Super right here. This is Keone Super, so hopefully I can do this because one will be the front steer and drive, one will be the rear steer and drive. I don't know if I have the skills for it, but we're gonna find out. Let's go. On the radio itself, this thing is fully loaded and all for just under $100. It's got everything, all your mixes, all that stuff in it. It's just all there. And look, nice full color manual as well. The menu is actually pretty easy. You can just simply push down into it, work your way through. That was longitude and everything, wasn't it? Look at that. This thing must have a GPS feature in it, or at least have that for a capability. When you get into your menu, you scroll this right here around and you can actually work your way through it. So your general settings, all that stuff like that, endpoints, channel speeds, auxiliary, trims, mixing. There are a lot of mixes. So everything you can possibly think of is here. It really is. For me, all I'm going to be doing is throttle, steering, all that stuff like that. Now, for me on the crawler, this right here has to be changed. And you can fix that with this little piece right here. But this has to go into the radio, so I get to pull the back of the radio apart. Remove the 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Crack this thing apart. All right, we got a couple plugs up here. I'll just unplug those, but you can see right here where everything is going to go right over on this side over here. I'm going to attempt to show this as best I can. There's a pin right here. Pop that into there, and then that slides over like that. Then you have a little spring that you got to put in right here to get the spring to go on. If you're using pliers like I'm using right here, be real careful, don't cut the spring. Just like onto this. And when you're done, that will be it. And on this side, you now have that. Also, for the throttle side over here, it has this right here, which is basically meant to give you a little bit of a resistance when you're throttling it, so it holds the stick where it's supposed to be. You can take these off or just leave them on. There we go. As far as the switches and all go, I mean, it's got everything you could possibly want for just about any plane. Has a really large receiver, in which it's literally hanging off the top of the truck, but for what I'm going to be doing, this is going to be fine. It does take 8 AA batteries. There is room enough for a little LiPo in there if you want. Okay guys, so one thing to understand is each of these, there's the rear, front, rear, front steering, rear steering. So I have all of these things that I can do here, and this is going to be one of them things I'm going to be real careful with, because if I'm not careful with it, I could really bind this thing up and break some axle parts, and that's not what I'm about. So I really got to drive careful. I cannot do this one-handed. The potential of this on a twin stick radio like this is way beyond what I feel you can do with a pistol grip, so long as you have the skills to make it happen. That's a big deal. So let's go do some rocks. Okay, so I've got to do my best to coordinate all my stuff here. Oh, gotta get my throttles right. You have infinite control over your amount of over or under drive. You have infinite control of that. Everything is perfectly proportional. And you just got to have everything right here. It's almost like I'm trying to find the proper, like I'm trying to set the rear wheel speed to where I want it to be workable. I need to get more steering on the front end of this thing. It's a little bit lacking. Try something a little more advanced here. Okay, I got to get my front drive down like this right here. I don't really have the coordination for this to just simply drive. Get that back to give you just enough push to get that front to come up and over, and then you can work all of that. My goodness. It's like right here, let me move this over where you can see. Okay, right here, I want to drive that back a little bit more. You can see how that's pulling up, but you got to drive the front as well, because the front can actually pull the back in and create tire pressure to actually make the climb. Now here I had to be real careful because I have to do my drives just right, because there are really crazy holes in here that I've got to maneuver around. You know, I hate to say it, but I could learn how to do this. I really think I could make this happen, but it would take a lot of practice and just a lot of getting to know the vehicle and everything involved with it. Getting the coordination down. So, and I don't want to go popping any axles on Keone's truck here. All right, let that pull down, drive that back up a little bit. I need to get more, oh boy, hang on. Got to get my coordination down. See, that's where I could get in trouble right there. There we go. Let me move this in better position. And I realized that with practice, oh boy, comes great responsibility. No, wait, that's not right. I am still, let's see if I'm in there. Let me see if I get in the screen here. I'm still driving like this here. This is really crazy. See, being able to proportionally just drive up things like that is really amazing, because if not, I'd have to like switch to rear drive only, which would lock the front versus everything else. And this is the potential benefits here. I know some of the professional guys drive like this, and I totally see why. See that, what I'm doing there is I'm just driving just the back of it. Just the back of it. All right, where am I going here? This is crazy. Oh. Wow. The toggle thing on the radio. All right, where am I going here? There we go. I want to try to bring it up this right here. All right. Wow, this is crazy. Guys, that was a brain stressing drive. Just trying to think and trying to get my thumbs to coordinate together. You know, typically I'm one-handed driving, recording with the other, but this, I can really see how this, once you get used to it and you can make the drive correctly, I can totally see how this would work out way better than a pistol grip radio. I really can. So the radio, I mean, it's an air radio by Radiolink. That's all good, but I mean, this is about the only thing I can really use it for. But regardless of all that, hey, everything did good. Big time learning experience for me. So guys, hopefully I didn't bore you too long with that one. And you guys have a wonderful day. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.